Wi-Fi length. So the thing is, if I go live on my Wi-Fi, if the Wi-Fi is not as strong, it gives me a better connection to these cameras. But if I go live on my hotspot, I can't do this same connection to the camera, which is really annoying. But that's all right. We'll figure it out. We're live now. We're live now. There we go. There we go, everyone. Okay, welcome everyone back to 45 Degree Sailing live stream. We're going to do a weather update, but first we're going to do a live undocking or leaving the dock in Vrboska. We've got how much wind on the beam, Chris?
12.1.
12.1. It's going to about 15. So a nice little breeze to really get stuck into here. So we're going to do that. We're going to go through the checks. Chris is going to do the whole process. Now I'm throwing this in the deep end here. Chris, when did you start sailing?
Day before yesterday.
I love this shit. I love it. I love it. I'm
Never been on a boat before in my life. Day before yesterday.
I'm not a nice human. So we're going to go through it now. You guys are welcome to watch and hang out and check it all out. And then we're going to do the weather update after. Throw your comments down. We'll be there, but I'm going to be here helping Chris. And we're just going to talk through this whole process. Okay, so Chris, let's go. We've been through this a couple of times. Hit me with the checks and do them as you go.
So, first of all the navs, everything's on, all the power's on.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to check the rudder, go to starboard.
I like that. He's doing it again. We've already done this.
And
but he's
port
doing it again.
To make sure that it's clean, completely free.
There's another point I said to him, checking the rudders, checking the throttle, everything, because we've had this storm surge coming in and out of Vrboska all night, so we've had a flow of water sideways. Anything could come in and get wrapped around our propellers or our rudder.
I've already done the boat checks around the boat to make sure there's nothing around the boat. We've moved one of the fenders that was sitting low because we had the tender on that side. That's been lifted. Now, power on for the engines, first of all. Power on for the thrusters.
Mm-hmm. So we've got the power on for the engine. Let's start the engine.
Start the engines.
There we go.
Engine started.
Love this.
Water is coming out. I can hear the water, can see the water. Thrusters are coming down. Thrusters are down. Okay.
Checks on the engine.
Checks on the engine. So power on. Nothing.
Okay, so we come back to neutral.
Neutral.
There we go.
Yes.
So what happened there is we'd started, and I think it maybe had just been clipped in forward. Remember, I was messing with it.
Yeah.
And so because it's electric, it let you start, but it disengaged the forward.
Okay.
So we just had to go back to neutral.
So check the engine first. Make sure the props. Yes. Power's on. Forward. Pulling on the lines. Back to neutral. Reverse.
So we've checked both props. We know now that if it's still running free, means nothing's jammed into our propellers.
Nothing's jammed. Propellers are free.
And we're back in neutral, are we?
Back in neutral.
And it says neutral.
Neutral.
Yep,
says
perfect.
neutral. Back in
it.
neutral.
Let's check those thrusters.
Thrusters.
We've got them down. We're not planning on using them, but we're going to check them.
So, forward thruster.
Yep, that's it. We know we've got a bow line up there, so we're
bow line.
Yep, that's
stern
it.
thruster.
That's it. Love it.
Done. They're both working. So they're both down, both working. Power's on.
Oh, good wind. What's the wind speed?
Wind speed is now picked up to, no, it's not actually, it's 12.6.
Okay, cool.
So, but that's a gust.
Yeah,
the gust has come out and the wind direction's changed.
All right, excellent.
Slightly.
Okay.
So, okay, so now the lines that we're going to release first is the stern line on the port side, on the starboard side, and we're going to hold the power with the engines on the leeward side, the leeward side, and
windward
also
side.
the windward side.
Windward side control line, yep.
So I need to put the power on first to release this one.
Yep. Oh, good wind there. Oh, I like this.
For 50 knots. So now I've got
knots.
power on.
Perfect.
We're pulling on the windward side. I can release the stern lines on stern lines.
Excellent. So we've just been going through this process, and it's like this is where you never want to rush this part. Okay, is making sure it's all ready, tidy boat, tidy ship, all downstairs is stowed, everything's ready, so that when you go, there's not an issue. There's not something that's going to come up unforeseen, because you're always going to have unforeseen problems. You're always going to have shit go wrong, or unexpected, or a boat come through. And if you're tidy and you're organized, you don't trip over stuff, this is good. All right.
Okay, so stern line is off. We're holding on the power of the rudder. On the power, we're holding on the power. So then we need to ease this line a little bit so we can ease the starboard, the forward line.
So it takes the pressure off, by the boat moving out,
holding that.
It's going to take the pressure off the bow line and show us how much throttle we need to actually hold ourselves against the wind.
So at the moment, I need to put a little bit more throttle on, I think, just to hold us. Okay.
That should be good. A little bit, back to where it was. I liked where it was. Because I know yesterday we came in 12 knots, I needed like 1500 RPM.
So it's on a...
Yep. And you can feel the boat's already
It's pulling slightly. I can see it pulling and holding.
Cool.
So then I need to release, ease, not release.
Ease, yeah. Slowly down, and you'll see it start slipping because it's under load. That's the stop there. That's it. And you ease slowly now. That's it. Just bit by bit. Bit by bit. It wants to always stay under load. Okay. So now you can see we're coming away. We're getting closer to that boat, aren't we? A little bit. Ease a little bit more. We're not touching it yet. Okay. Hold there. Yeah. So that might tell you now with the wind on us, do we need more power in order to bring us up to windward?
We do.
I think we do. Yep.
So I need to take it above 1200.
There
That's
we go.
1200 now.
And immediately it starts climbing.
It's pulled the bow forward.
Let's ease a little
more.
more.
So I can release a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm still, and it's pulling away from the boat next to us.
Okay. So that's cool. We're good. Now lock that off. Okay.
Then I'm going to go to the bow and release the bow.
Yeah.
Ease the bow line.
Go to the bow and see if it's loose. And you go up and you can feel it. Now, we always, see that?
Now it's drifting back on, so I need a bit more power.
Possibly need a bit more power.
There
we go. That's it. Now see your helms are starting to move. Bring those back to center. Yep. And just give it a small lock because you know it's locked. But see that brought your stern over.
And it's brought it over and brought the stern
and we're driving upwind.
Yeah, so now it's going to release. So I need to check. I can go forward now.
Yep. Now, if you're up there and you feel the boat's going too far to windward, you don't release it. Because look, actually we can feel it is already. Look at it.
It's already going to...
Slow down a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
Because it's already going too far.
There we go. And that's why, see, but doing that means it's not going to go too far because we're still on our line. So it's all, once you get up this fast,
it's definitely going too far.
So now slow it right down.
So let the wind take me back in.
And then, let's just let it settle back. So now we know that once it gets to that point on the wind, and the wind dropped a bit, okay, once it gets to that point on the wind, we need to slow down because it's gathered momentum and we just need to slow down. All right?
So we're still put away from the dock. Now it's bringing it back in.
It is.
Now it's bringing it, so I need to put a little bit more back in to hold us. Just a tiny bit,
yep.
Just to hold us.
That's it. Good. And wait for it to pause because it's just now the momentum's gone to leeward. Yeah, so just wait, just wait. There's the pause, slow it down again now. If it's enough to stop it, it's enough to drive it upwind. Okay, it's going. Now a little bit more power. That's it. So we know what happened last time, so now's the time. Make sure that's locked. Is that centered and locked? Yep. So now it's starting to drive up. Slow it down just a tiny, tiny bit. This is your time. Forward, release your bow line. Nice work. Oh, I love this. I love this. I'm going to help him out because it's going a little bit fast. I've never thrown someone this far in the deep end. Like a live stream. This is the first time he's done this. Like
completely release.
Yep, release it, mate. Actual first time he's done this. This is really mean. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. All right. I helped you out a little bit. I slowed that down because you can see you're driving up, right?
Yeah.
So now you're going to go through your process. Release that. Go to neutral. Is that neutral?
Neutral.
Release that line and bring it on the boat. And for everyone, this is that we've got quite an angle on. See that? We've got quite an angle on, and it's starting to drift down now. He's going to pull that line in. He's got time. In it comes. He's checked there's no tangles in it. And we're just slowly drifting down to leeward now. All right. And his thrust is just timed out. I love it. Is it in, Chris? Okay, it's in. Go into forward gear. Into forward gear. Power on. And he unlocked his helm. I love it. Bit of power. That's good power. And steer. Now we're going to go to port. Okay, slow down now. You've got movement. Right down to neutral. And turn to port.
No, there's no boats coming.
Turn to port. Turn to port. We're going downwind. We always go with the wind. We don't fight the wind.
Okay. Does it make
I'm throwing
sense?
him. He's never reversed the boat either, so we're going to do this. Hard to port. Hard to port.
He didn't tell me we were doing this.
All right, we're going to put your thrusters back down just for security, but they timed out. We forgot to do a little blip. That's right, it happens. Keep hard to port, hard to port. You to neutral, are you?
Neutral.
Okay, go into reverse now and give it a little bit of power. That's a lot, somewhere in the middle. Bit more, there we go, that's it. Now straighten your rudder down to dead center. You dead center.
Dead center.
Okay,
Dead
sit
center.
your ass down there and put your hand on top. Right hand. Just like that. That's your center point. Okay, so now we're just gaining movement. Stern to the wind, stern to the wind, stern to the wind, stern to the wind. Always stern to the wind. All right, and now you just steer like that. And that's it.
Fuck you.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it, mate. That was brilliant. You're not out yet, but that was absolutely
but that's
brilliant.
the start.
Now, the only thing I did, I slowed your throttle down.
Yes.
Because it went up. The wind just
it went
dropped
up
off on
a
you.
little bit too much.
Yeah,
The
the wind dropped off on you.
Because
That's
it's been gusting all morning, so it was
Yeah.
going to happen.
That's
at
fine.
some stage.
That's it.
So now we
that's
just
all great.
literally.
Now, if it was a really windy day and you were just like, I just got to get, you could reverse into this area, which is open, and do your turnaround, or you could look. You can reverse right out of harbours and marinas. We're going to reverse that way.
Into that.
No, just here.
Just
here, and then we're gonna rotate, and we can use our thrusters to rotate because you've never used those either.
No.
All right, so
you
helm
put
away
the
from you.
thrusters down?
I have.
Oh, they're down.
You're putting them up. All
It's
good.
okay. We've got time.
All good. That's all right. Okay, slow your throttle down. You've now. Oh, never let go of that. I haven't taught you that.
No.
Never let go of that helm in reverse.
Yeah.
Yep. Slow it down to just engage. That's speeding it up. There we go. Actually, go to neutral. Go to neutral. You've got momentum. Neutral is a gear. Okay, now start turning this way by turning away from you.
Do I put the thrusters down now?
Yep, put them down now. Push and hold. There we go. Cool, let go. Okay, so that's it. Hold tight on that rudder.
Yeah, I
That's
got it, I
enough.
got it.
That's enough.
Enough. Slowly.
Lovro's just said, where are you now? Mahina answered for us. We're just leaving Vrboska on a bar. All right, so now you're going to go into standing position. Okay, you can go full lock to port. Just slowly, that's it. And we're all rotating. Everything's all good right now. Thrusters are down.
Everything's clear.
Check
Thrusters
them
are
for
down.
me. Just push. Yep, cool, done. Okay, now, when we go into forward, see, the turn's still happening for us. Turn's still happening for us, so we might not even need the thrusters. Look at this, I love it. Okay, center your rudder now, before you go into forwards. Now go into forwards. Add a bit of power, and immediately turn to starboard. Now, that single rudder, go all the way to starboard, that straight away kicks the stern over. It's like a stern thruster, okay? Now that you've got movement, slow that throttle down just a little, and you're on. Mate, that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Now, it's shallow on this port side. I want you to get over to starboard, closer to these boats.
Yeah, I can see the boys.
Just be aware you've got a dog and a dinghy behind you, which is gorgeous. And,
yeah, but the dinghy's a whole lot smaller than me, so.
And that's it.
Get out of my way.
That's it. Nico just said, wow, there is a ton of learning going on right now.
Absolutely, trust me, Nico,
on a live
and
stream.
some.
Look, I've put David in some pretty hot positions, but I've never put him in a position that hot. So Chris takes the cake, big hands. Okay, come right over to starboard, right over. I want you over here. One, that's going to give him space to go past with his dog in a life jacket. I love it. And two, you're going to stay out of this shallow section over here. So, no, that's absolutely awesome. Mahin is saying, I know, right? Talk about chucking him in the deep end and what a good sport he is. 100%. And I put a microphone on him. God, what a dick. I'm such a dick.
Yeah, I hate you already.
I love it. I love it. He said he was all in. He said he's all in on 45. Now, this is now introducing, we're now introducing Chris. Chris is joining us for the Sharpen Up Flotilla in October. He's on the Admiral's Passage on Mila Felice with Mahina, myself, Blair, and Kelly. And it's going to be so much fun. Chris is a chef. We're quite excited. We're very excited about this. And he doesn't want to cook. But he says, I'm not going to cook. He's already cooked. He's already done nice stuff. Anyway, no, that was brilliant. So that was absolutely good. Look, that was the whole process of leaving the dock, including all the checks. That took 15 minutes. We've been on the live stream for 15 minutes. That's all it takes. It's not that much slower to go through all this. Now, Chris just did that 95% single-handed. All of that, yeah, huge hand, huge hand, huge hand. Oh God, I know we're going to hit all the boats in the world. Okay, so now we're close to these boats. You've got good distance here. Your depth is all good. You can now go out basically the middle of the channel.
Okay.
All right, and you can chill.
9.5,
Thrusters up.
it.
Thrusters up, and you can chill. Mate, you had 30 people watching your live stream.
30. Oh, good. We'll get there.
Usually my weather updates only get about 15 or 20.
They must have known. Someone must have known.
They must have known. Okay, so look, where was I going with that? That's right, 15 minutes. So you add that, as all that process is, you just add people to every position and just slow everything down, okay? Imagine if you just had that person on the bow line and a person on the quarter line. You could just slow all that down and the person can stay on the helm with the throttle and the thrusters. Use the thrusters, just use the thrusters. Just be aware of your lines. Don't use the bow thruster when you've got a mooring line hanging down next to it. Be very careful of all that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, you got a bunch of copies. Very nice from Danielle. Nice and smooth maneuver, Chris. Very good. We should come up with a plan for David then. Oh, you want us to deep end David? Fair enough. All right. Hi, everyone from Impad Dev. I don't know quite how to say that. Home te Paki Paki from Mahina. That means well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Claps for you. Nico's saying well done and rock on. I love it. I love it. Okay, we're going to get into the weather forecast now. Keeping in mind, everyone, if you want to be a part of a flotilla, a Sharpen Up flotilla next season, next year, you need to get on the website, jump in and put in an inquiry for this, because when we open it up, I think it's just going to fill up. Okay, I think it's just going to fill up. So we need to know who we've got and all this sort of stuff. Okay, but anyway, let's get on to the weather for today, because there's been a bit of point of contention with all this. We've got good winds from the southeast at the moment. Let me get my crap sorted here. I've done my weather updates with my guys this morning, so I kind of know it, but I will show you guys what's on the, refresh that, predict wind, what's on the stream idea. Let's, how do I do that again? Itinerary planning main, that one, and that shows my, there we go. Okay, well, not quite, I'm missing out my double click to add a camera, video source, next iPhone, FaceTime HD, something like that. There we go. Okay, cool. Look, so it's going to take a little while for it to reload the new forecast, because I'm streaming and I'm asking a lot of the whole thing. So maybe my stream's dying at the moment. It's doing okay, but we'll just wait for predict wind to get it all sorted. In the meantime, we'll go back to Chris Cam. Is that Chris Cam? Oh, that's the cutscene. Oh, we'll do that. I forgot to do that. Mert Sally says, big kudos to the captain. Oops, add to broadcast. Big kudos to the captain from your fellow captain from Izmir to Turkey. Ah, very good. All right. Okay, has predict wind's loaded. Let's get back to that other one. Still got 30 people watching. Hey, if you're new, please tell us. Tell us where you are, where you're from, and all this sort of crap. I'd love to know who's watching the streams and if they're helpful. Okay. Wind speed right now, please, Chris.
Wind speed is 7 knots.
7 knots true.
7 knots.
So yeah,
true
we've
wind.
come out into the channel, and at the moment we're only in 7 knots true. It's really dropping off. So
yeah.
Let's look at it from this morning, because at 5 a.m. this is when it was a bit more crazy, bit more awesome. And we were in here at Vrboska, and we've got guys out on bareboat assist on Hvar and on Vis. So that's really, really cool. Let's see also if I've got an interview lead, because I've got someone sailing at the moment out, and I'll see if I can get them on the live. Let's just see. But look, let's run through this. This is what it was this morning. Let's just put a mark down here and a mark down here. We're using the GFS and the ECMWF as usually. Now this is the gust map. So this has got 20 knots true and 26 knot gust. And I believe that's probably what was happening. Okay, and I think as we move through, look, 10, 55, 11, they're looking at it all calming down and disappearing on ECMWF, but GFS has got it staying. I believe that this is more what it's going to be, like 10 to 15 knots out in that area for today. Then it's just confused as hell. It's confused as hell for 2 days until the northwest starts coming up like normal. Okay, so that's sort of where we're at. So I think tonight, be protected. Tonight, try and be protected from all angles, but think the south swell is probably not going to ease up. If I zoom out on this, what have we got for producing swell? Yes, he's still producing south swell in and around out there. Yeah, just want to be somewhere protected from most sides, but I don't see us getting too much strong northeast, but it could happen. Okay, so just think, right, tonight is just my best option. If you're in a good spot right now and you're feeling good, oh sorry, feeling good about that, then you can stay. That's absolutely fine. You can stay. So yeah, we're gonna hit. We're in Startergrad tonight, and we'll see if we get in, because people have to leave for us to get in, and that's not always the case. So you know, that's how it goes. Let's look at. I'm count with interview status. Where's my interview status? Is Pablo down for a live in? Sure, there he is. Okay, so let's bring up our interview status, and because he's sailing from Vies to Parklini right now, and I want to know what he's got out there. So interview on. That'll give me a link. Copy that. Oh, interview chat. Copy link. There we go. Guest spot. I'm going to send that to Pablo right now. Jump in. Whoops, that doesn't say jump. Jump in. Okay, that's cool. So we'll see if he comes if he dials into the guest spot. Got a few comments up here now. Let's just have a look. Last Friday we were docking in Murter, and I tried to jam my 470 into a space about half as wide as the beam. I abandoned the approach about halfway through and opted for a wider berth. Mate, so smart. That's just exactly it. And look at Chris. He's taken evasive action to avoid a crossing step.
I'm watching it.
Mate, you are so onto it.
I got a windsurfer over there going to get in my way as well.
Yeah, I saw him. Is he a windsurfer? Has he got a wing, or has he got an actual windsurfer?
He's got a wing, but he's okay. He knows what he's doing.
Nice. Yeah, no, Ben, mate, yeah, you just got to do it. You just got to get out. Can you just refuse the marina space and take another? 100%. Look, you might not be able to take another. Look, okay, this is a really good point. We came into Vrboska last night. They know us pretty well at Vrboska. And Teo and Ivan There was a new guy yesterday, right? He hadn't met me before. That's fine. And as we come in, I got a whistle, and he's like, and I thought he was going to put us in a normal spot down by the lateral marker, which is for the bigger boats. And then he was there, and then all of a sudden he's like, no, come down the end. Like, okay, whatever, that's fine. So we came down further in front of the cafe, and we backed into the spot. It was all going well. I threw him my line. He didn't get it sorted straight away, but we maintained our position. When we got our lazy line on, it was just all cocked off to the side, and it was too close to our bow to be able to get straight and to be safe. We tried it twice. We shifted the stern line to see if that would sit better, and I said to Ivan, I was like, look, we usually go on the other end. This isn't going to sit right, and we've got 20 knots coming tonight. And they was like, that's cool. Come down the other end. We'll put you down there, which I think is where he'd already reserved me a spot. So yes, 100% you can say this space doesn't work for me within reason, and if it's half the width of your boat, that's a very good reason. Lovro, did you ever use the feature on BNG Chart Plotter that allows you to download the predict wind data and BNG calculate the latest fastest route? I have not. I have not used that. I would be very interested in that. Is Pablo here? Where's my interview chat gone? Window. Where's my window? Window, interview. Window, interview. Oh, there it is. No, he hasn't dialed in yet. I was going to say, I would have thought. He hasn't dialed in yet. That's all right. He is sailing. He might be busy. So if you're busy, all good. He's sailing Mila Felice, so if he's busy, I want him to stay busy and do his thing. So that's absolutely fine. Charlie Fernandez, how did you find the PWE 1 kilometer model for the region? Look, let's have a look. The PWEs I thought were really good. They don't do gust maps on the PWEs. Let's have a look now. We'll do PWG and PWE as a comparison. It might cut my stream a little bit while it's reloading. Let's see. It's loading now. I like those models because they're supposed to take into conditions, actual readings, topographical effects, all that. I just don't find them to be super accurate, especially around Hvar and Brach in this area where we get that mad catabatics. It's just a bit average. Sorry guys, this is taking a while to load. Here they are. Okay, let's go back to now and let's see. I need to switch my scene so you can see the screen. Pablo hasn't dialed in yet, that's all right. Let's go to there. Okay, so this is the PWG and PWE. What this stands for everyone is like you've got the Predict Wind GFS model, Predict Wind ECMWF model. So this is what they had for this morning. And let's look at their wind speeds at Vrboska here like this. Okay, 9 knots at 5 a.m. Wrong. 10 knots, 12 knots. See, look, as a wind speed, look, the PWG has actually got it more realistic, but the direction's slightly off because it follows Hvar a bit more down here on the southeast, and definitely down there. Not thinking, and then dropping off. So like, I mean, 10-15, we had 20 knots in Vrboska, and we definitely had 20 to 25 out in this area. So no, like today they didn't have it on. They've got it turning all the way around to southwest. We very rarely get a southwest wind in Croatia. So there we go. In answer to that, I don't find it very good. I just realized that, but thank you for asking because I didn't know I didn't find it that good. Anyway, look, we're not getting Pablo coming in, so that's fine. So the last image he sent to me, they had about 20 knots. They had 20 knots from true wind angle, 173 degrees. Was that's true wind angle to his boat though. So he had 20 knots true. What way's he heading? I can't tell exactly, but I mean, it would have been southeast. It would have been southeast. So that's just how it goes. So through that gap between Viz and Hvar. Anyway, that's all. We're gonna put some sails up shortly, or we're gonna go for a swim. We'll see what the conditions are out there. But look, if you've been watching and you haven't liked the video, please drop a like on there if you enjoyed it. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this stuff. We're doing weather updates all through the season, so if you are sailing in Croatia, I hope that's helpful. Big congrats again to Chris. You took it all in your stride this morning, mate. I was not easy on you with that.
Pleasure.
Not easy at all. So no, all good. I did my little applause thing for you. So look, we're gonna roll out. Thank you for watching. Should we do another one of these this week? Another weather
absolutely.
update?
Yeah, why not?
Maybe we'll do a live actual docking.
Oh, no pressure then, yeah? Seriously? Why not?
Look, if this was helpful, please just shout out, tell us, and what you would have liked to see, or if there's any questions about how Chris went about it, how we went about it.
Please,
yeah, throw them down. Feedback and all that sort of stuff. Literally his first time doing that ever. He's only been on a boat for 48 hours, on a yacht. He never sailed before. Ruru says, bye, Dada. Bye-bye, Bum. Hi, Ruru. All right, we're gonna roll out. That's my daughter watching the live stream. Just on a side note from Lovo, did Hanse fix the bimini mounts on this boat? So that's more of an after. It depends which bimini mounts you're talking about, but this structure, this is the 2024 460, and this bimini goes wide and vertical out from the sides, and it's way better. It's so much better than the one that was on Janina, and the access is so good. So it's much better, and that's what we've ordered for the new 508 as well, with the original really nice Dodger that comes back further. So Hanse didn't fix that. It's more of an aftermarket thing. Yeah, more of an aftermarket thing. Most people are ordering biminis after Hanse. Yeah, because they just throw something on. But so the answer pretty much is yes. Yes. Cool. All right, I'm going to run the cutscene. I'm going to get out of here if I can figure out how to run the cutscene.